Hello, what's going on? I am Christian for WATN Celebrity. We are back with the hat trick of quick successive uploads. Do you like the pace that we're uploading at? Do you like these? Please do drop a like on the video. Subscribe, get involved in the chat down below. And today we are talking about the single most mysterious program, definitely for me, Lost. In fact, there's so many things I don't know about Lost. Why am I even doing this? These are 10 facts that you didn't know, or you probably didn't know about Lost. Maybe you did. Tell me in the comments down below. Number 1, casting issues. Now, it happens very, very often in a number of different shows where somebody turns up to audition for a part, but they're assigned to another part, or a part is made for them. Actually, when many of the cast turned up to audition for Lost, there were only a very small section of characters that could be auditioned for. So actually what you found was a lot of breakaway characters being created, or characters they had in mind being formed based on the audition. And I'm going to read these now because there's quite a few of them. So, did you know that Yoon Jin Kim, who played Sun, initially read for Kate, the main female of the show? George Garcia, who plays Hurley, actually read for Sawyer, but the part of Sawyer wasn't as we know it now, because that would be quite strange, with George Garcia being like a Texan con man. Dominic Monaghan, who played Charlie, he actually read for the part of Sawyer. In fact, out of all the auditions, the only main character that wasn't auditioned was Terry O'Quinn because of his previous work with J.J. Abrams. Numbers 2 and 3, and actually about Mr. Echo, who was a quite small part in a huge series of Lost, but actually a character that had a lot going on behind the scenes. Please excuse me for the names that I'm about to pronounce now, but I'm going to read it. Carlton Cuse and Lindelof wanted Lance Reddick, who was actually already on a different show, The Wire, a very popular show in itself. However, he would later come into it in season 4 as an employee of Charles Whitmore. In fact, the part of Mr. Echo was assigned to Adewale Akinoye Ashibeji. Now, sorry about the pronunciation. He was starring on HBO's prison drama Oz. Mr. Echo was only supposed to be called Echo, and the actor said we should add the Mr. to it, and initially he was laughed at, probably not to his face, but they had dismissed that idea, and then they actually started saying it and found that Mr. Echo sort of had this mysterious element to it. He was supposed to be on the show for 4 seasons, but was written out after the first as the actor wanted out of the show. Number 4, Ian Somerhalder, probably most famously known for his role of Damon on The Vampire Diaries. He was the first person cast to the show. He was also the first main character to be killed off. Yeah. Number 5, The UK Office and Lost. Do they have any links? Turns out they do. In season 1, episode 15, the episode called Homecoming, Charlie is in a bar with a friend when that friend points out Lucy. Charlie goes up and talks to her, and she tells Charlie that her dad is out of town buying a paper company in Slough. Paper company, Slough, UK office. Number 6. There were 121 episodes of Lost, but no member of the cast, because of the flashbacks, flash forwards and flash sideways, were ever supposed to be cast in every single episode. In fact, Hurley, George Garcia, was cast in the most. That's 118 out of 121 episodes. Number 7, The Hatch. One of the most infamous things in Lost. Lindelof actually took the Hatch cover and made it into a coffee table that now sits in his home. Probably worth an absolute fortune to Lost fanatics around the globe. Number 8, Lost's impact on the British or the UK market was something that I don't think anyone could have foreseen. In fact, it shaped the way TV was shown in the UK. When it came over to the UK, it was held on Channel 4. The show smashed records for its first 2 seasons. Even though the show's ratings started to dwindle, it was by far the biggest show that Channel 4 had. However, Sky came in, Rupert Murdoch and Sky came in, and they snapped the show up for Sky One. Of course, in England, Sky is a subscription-based satellite or cable service, and Channel 4 is on terrestrial TV, so you only have to have a TV and pay the TV license fee to be able to access it, whereas Sky, you need a TV license fee and a subscription in order to be able to access Sky. At that point, ratings fell drastically, as they would as less people had access to the programme, but also it began a trend of Rupert Murdoch and Sky buying up prominent US dramas and thrillers and shows like Lost, and drawing more of an audience over to the subscription-based service. That move severely impacted the number of people that ever finished watching Lost in the UK, and actually led to a growth of DVD sales in the country, as less people could see it because it was on Sky, and then they would subsequently buy the DVD when the season was over. Lost actually did a hell of a lot of DVD sales, and in fact Sky came and did the same thing with Mad Men, which was originally on BBC One and then was once again picked up by the powerhouse of Sky. And that has happened to today with various spin-offs. Sky Drama, Sky One obviously is still there, Sky Atlantic, and we tend to see in the UK less American dramas, or practically no American dramas picked up on BBC One or Channel 4 or ITV or BBC Two, the terrestrial channels. Number 9, the love triangle that wasn't really loved by fans of the show between Jack, Kate and Sawyer. One of the reasons that was so prominent in the show was because of Josh Holloway's charisma with Kate. And then Juliet came in and there became another dynamic, and once again Josh Holloway's banter with Kate and Juliet made it seem more prominent than it was going to be. In fact, Sawyer, who called Kate Freckles a lot of times in the show, actually took that off camera and started calling her Freckles all the time off screen. Number 10, Aaron, the baby, who was in the earlier seasons. There were 50 babies that played that baby in the life of the show. 50 different babies. That's because the laws surrounding filming children and the hours that they can work is very strict. So if you have 1 or 2 babies playing the same child, then what you've got is a set where various people can't work the hours that they could potentially work if you've got a number of babies that you can keep switching in. A little strange. Anyway guys, I've been Christian. Thank you for watching WATN, things you didn't know about Lost. Please do subscribe, drop a like on the video. Thank you for all your support on the 2 most recent videos on Friends and The Big Bang Theory. When the end screen drops, they will both be on there. You can check them out. Anyway guys, I've been Christian. As always, have a great day. Bye.